Sí, raza. Soy Kino y continuaremos con Game of Thrones. Capítulo 3. Y vamos a ver qué pasó. Si se acuerdan, la vez pasada estaba yendo a ver la audiencia, porque soy el nuevo Lord de la casa Forrester. Y a ver qué pega.
Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction.
Ok.
Out there,
No,
you
los
said
voy a
you
echar
were
al demonio.
Now prove it.
A huevo.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Sí, yo puedo.
Said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill
No,
any
no,
more
no,
than
tranqui.
he already is. He's got 5 times as many men.
Oh.
And the backing of House Bolton.
All the
También.
more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Bueno, vamos a ver qué puedo lograr. Si lo puedo matar, pues con madre. ¿Qué querrá? Tiene 5 veces más hombres que yo. Pero si ven la película de 300, se darán cuenta que los nombres no importan si eres inteligente.
The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house, but to his family it's still a loss.
Tranqui.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself.
Ah,
I've been waiting for this day all my life. The
Don't
Forresters
test me.
finally get their due.
I may be young, but I'm not so easily fooled. They're trying to rile me, but it won't work.
Young? You are that boy. Too young to know when you're in over your head.
¿quieres combate,
And no
güey?
bread and salt. What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much.
Calm yourself, old man.
Ándale,
You
cabrón.
little fuck! That's how you talk to a lord?
Sí, porque
You
ya te mencionó.
Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks and
Ah.
the have your back, are they?
Odio esto que
We're
ya
the
no están los
power in
estados.
the north now.
Roose Bolton is the warden of the north.
A huevo, no tú.
And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking
Fucking
centuries.
centuries.
You cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no
Okay,
fucking choice
okay.
but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
¿Quieres ver? A ver, ya dime. Si tan solo hubiera podido matar ese güey.
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as
Claro,
his lordship here
claro.
said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Está bueno.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
No reason. You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig.
Tal vez sí la
like
cagué.
that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
We lost
do you-
people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their time.
No.
Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
I
Me
took
encargaré
care
de
of
él.
it. He received his punishment and it's done. He's gone.
What? Gone? That was my justice to deliver, boy.
No.
And you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
Pero no me dejan ni,
House of
ni responder.
honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
De hecho, se pasa de lanza, lo ve.
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Thank you for coming, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is
Sí.
Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that
Bye.
displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
Está bien.
What is it?
Está bien. Sí. Digo, mi proceso mental dice que tal vez es la mejor opción, pero tal vez ya está la cagué.
But Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
Tal vez lo hubiera dicho mejor que...
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
Interesante. Si hubiera habido... Si hubiera mejores selecciones de palabras. No, para eso,
I was
mejor
wrong
te
about
ponen
your
eso.
son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
Que regrese. No sé, tal vez pudo haber sido mejor eso. O a mi punto de vista pudo haber salido mejor.
Your sister
Oh,
can help
King's
us.
Landing.
Although
Pero
just
mira...
a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king
Ah,
may be
pues
enough
sí,
to
ya
put the Doctors at bay,
los Tyrells
if
ya se
it's
estaban
presented
casando
to her as it should be.
con ¿cómo se llama? Ay, se me olvidó el nombre. El mendigo bastardo del rey. Tal vez no debería ver qué hay ahí, a menos de que sea en cuarto. Ah, sí, es mía, es neta.
Ethan made this for me.
Tranqui, necesito la carta. 5. Nice. High Garden. Sí, sí. Ah, vamos a leerla. No había visto que se lea.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout
Bueno,
the
eso
city.
es lo que va a ser la
I wish
boda.
grandmother could come,
Ay, ¿cómo era?
although I know it
La boda
would be impossible
dorada,
under the
púrpura. Lo olvidé.
circumstances. I miss all of
Es
you,
donde van a
and I look
asesinar
forward
a
to the day you can.
Ay, ¿cómo se llamaba el hijo de Cersei? Lo olvidé. Nah, este está bueno. O sea,
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. It's a
Asher.
strange place, Essos.
¿Qué es esto?
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me.
Me vale más.
It once belonged to Lady Elena.
Bueno, ya. No hay nada más aquí que ver. ¿Qué tanto podré checar? Luego de perdillas, algo de historia. Dos Autumn. ¿Qué es esto? Oh, presentamos el error. Eso
It
estuvo
troubles me
raro.
to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf.
Sí.
She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Ok, hablar con Marta. Vamos a ver qué tal. Vamos a
One
ver.
moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can
pasa?
come back later if you'd like.
No, vamos a
No,
ver qué
it's
tal.
fine. Come in.
Ya sé quién es. ¿Qué está dejando?
Begging your pardon, milady, but are you alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
No,
I'm
está
fine.
bien.
Thank you.
Of course, milady.
Me entiendo. ¿Sí?
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
Es que como no sé quién es, no sé si confiar en él o no.
You work for Lady Marjorie?
Ah, ni siquiera lo sé.
But it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before.
Okay.
You seem like good friends.
¿Pero por qué hace
I saw
tantas
Lady
preguntas el
Marjorie just
vato?
this morning, outside the royal sept,
Ah,
talking to Queen
entonces.
Cersei.
Maldita Cersei.
Cersei.
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was
Vamos
definitely
a
an
ver qué
argument.
quiso.
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester.
Sí.
I hope you're not in any kind of trouble, but I thought you ought to know.
Bueno, pues
Most
gracias.
people don't tend to notice a call boy, not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about.
Ok, tengo que
You see
poner la
and hear
atención a
all
lo que
sorts
dice
of
él.
things when people don't even know you're there.
Pues sí. Siempre hay
Good
espías.
night, milady.
Ah, good night. Ok.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk.
Pues sí,
Come,
chance.
there's something we must discuss.
A ver, vamos a ver qué es.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own.
Sí, claro.
What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
You're very kind,
Primero tengo que hablarle así tranqui y luego voy a pedirle ayuda.
But you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time
entonces
I
ella
must afford. Cersei
está igual que
herself
Sansa.
cornered me this morning outside the royal sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
Sí, a huevo.
She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
What does she intend to do?
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well.
Okay.
She
Sí, es una
demands
perra.
an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but
Ah,
she's
sí, igual
waiting
como
for
lo
us
hizo con
now,
Sansa,
and I
entonces.
promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
Está bien, era lo que dije.
My lady.
I
Aunque
knew
no
I
quiera.
could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Voy a ver a Cersei. No puede ser. Son las ganas que me dan de darle unos buenos trancazos. Digo, es que después de lo que pasa con este... Ay, ¿cómo se llama su hijo, chingatos? Bueno, el hijo que es el rey se va a casar con esta morra. Pero no me acuerdo cómo se llama. Y cuando una vez que lo matan en la boda, en su boda, esta se vuelve más pendeja aún de lo que ya es. Okay. ¿Qué pasa?
Good luck.
Gracias. Uy. Hablar con Cersei. Ah, mira, está Tyrion. Tu madre. Es el único Lannister que me cae bien. Y después me cae bien Jaime, pero no tanto. Vamos a darle. Igualito que con Sansa. Qué morra. Pero me cae. Tyrion está con
Lady Marjorie, aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Ah, entonces, bueno, esa cicatriz que tiene en la cara se la gana después de que intentan matarlo en el por King's Landing.
Your Grace.
Sí, tengo que hacer que se sienta bien.
Impressive. You may rise.
Gracias, perra.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
Pues
Is
ya
your
que.
family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is
Oh,
he?
loyalty never
She
wavers.
is.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
Nunca diré que a él.
And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Hija de tu madre. Oh.
They were the
They were
warriors of the
all
North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Hay que saber hablar.
Clever girl.
Sí.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did say her loyalty was unwavering.
She has a talent for equivocation, yet I question what she really thinks.
Ay, morra.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is in your
He
garden.
is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
The Master of Coin. La más.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing.
De hecho. Contestar sin contestar nada.
But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a
Ándale, Joffrey.
ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve.
Bueno, Joffrey se va a morir con veneno de rato.
Can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Todo el mundo me faz.
Yes, Your Grace.
Esté
It would be
complacida.
a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any
Tal vez eso
Lannister,
no fue lo
and
mejor.
they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
Ay, tal vez la cagué. O tal vez le gusta.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
Ah.
I won't
No la
judge her,
juzgo.
Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl?
Ay, la cagué.
If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Gracias, tío.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves.
Digo, es que realmente no hay una respuesta perfecta.
Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north here in service to Lady Marjorie.
Sí.
One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
Madres. Dijo que les dijera que
Let
sí.
the girl answer the question. Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a
Sin decir
coward's
nada.
answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games.
Ah, chingada.
Who do you choose?
Ah, ya. My king, of course.
The king, of course.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't
Ay.
have your priorities straight.
Digo, porque
She
tengo que quedar bien
is
con
a
él.
threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course,
Tal
Your
vez la
Grace.
cagué con ese último punto. ¿Y ahora? Digo, casi todo es de tomar
I'll walk you
decisiones.
out.
¿A huevo?
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
Sí.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
No, mejor no.
No doubt Lady Marjorie will forgive you. Eventually. My sister
Yo también tengo la opción de no decir nada, así que creo que eso no.
She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters.
Oh, tengo que darme bien con él.
The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
You can help my family.
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester.
Oh, so much, so much.
Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei.
A huevo.
Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
No,
it's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you?
Ay. Bueno, nada más porque me cae bien Tyrion, si no.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers.
A huevo, sí. Digo, realmente todo es decisiones en este juego. Y tal vez sí la cagué al decir que Cersei, pero pues me dijo que quedar bien con Cersei, pero ya que.
Mira, I was worried.
Oh, gracias.
How was it?
Horrible.
Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at
Bueno, para mí
least
no
it's
fue
over
muy
now.
bueno.
Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back.
A huevo, sí,
here
hasta
with the
atrás.
4th cousins and the 9th-born sons.
Nightborn sons.
Sir Jamie, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his. Sarah, what? It's true.
La morra. ¿Qué pedo?
And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
He is quite handsome.
Digo, no lo conozco, pero pues ya que.
From what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
No.
He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well. Which is more than you can say for his mother.
I'd be willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the Seven Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match.
Brienne.
Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
No me acuerdo si... No, a Brienne la terminaron matando.
Well? Sarah?
We're sorry, my lady. We were just having fun.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display.
Ay, está enojada.
I'm just glad it's over.
Sí,
King's
está
Landing
enojada la
can be
morra.
exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over.
Pues esa era la idea.
I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Pues en teoría tienen que hacerlo. Only matters what you say.
It doesn't matter what you feel. It only matters what you say.
¡Ay, tarde la cogí!
Very quickly.
No. Bien. Cierto. Pensé que le había cagado.
But I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family.
Bueno, ya supo que realmente...
I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Pues ya que pidieron ayuda.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
Ay, no confío en ella.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
Okay.
Go on. Ask.
My mother needs our help.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you.
Digo, es puro proceso mental este pedo.
She insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks.
A huevo.
And now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire? You can't,
¿Por los Starks o por esta
King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa. I will forever be in your debt. My family will forever be in your debt.
Tal vez le di demasiado poder.
I don't know,
demasiado.
If Cersei were to find out.
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Ratas. Vamos a ver si aquí acaba el capítulo porque ya casi llega a media hora. Ok. Bueno, qué bueno que estoy hablando con ella y también con Tyrion. Digo, no creo que ella realmente haga algo, pero Tyrion sí puede hacer algo. Pero me da miedo el amor. Pero pues ya. Digo, no es que vaya a pasar nada realmente. Bueno, ya soy de nuevo Garen. Qué bueno que eso pasó. Así que nos vemos en la próxima. Vamos a ver qué pasa en la sección de Garen. Supongo que van a intentar matarlo en el camino que llega al muro. Muy probablemente, no lo sé. Pero el peor es que no tengo armas. Supongo que me voy a ir corriendo. Digo, realmente jamás agarró una espada como tal. No me acuerdo cómo se llama, trinche, tenedor, qué sé yo, para matar al vato. Bueno, entonces nos vemos en el próximo episodio. Espero que les haya gustado. Eso espero. Si les gusta verme tomar decisiones que a veces pues, realmente la cago y espero a veces que no. Así que